How's it going, everybody? Just out here at my club. First time with my new 870 Wingmaster 12 gauge. This isn't obviously a new shotgun, but it's new to me. I got this from Southern Ohio Gun. I had it ordered and sent to my FFL. I probably could have picked it up, but they're like, I guess, like about 3 hours or so away from me because I live in Ohio. But obviously I didn't think it was worth spending the time and gas and everything to drive all the way out there, so I just had it sent to my FFL. But it's, like I said, a Remington 870 Wingmaster. This was a prison trade-in shotgun. This one has a 20-inch barrel. They had a couple different models to choose from at the time. I wanted the Wingmaster out of the other ones. I think they had an Express model, and you know, I figured I'd get the Wingmaster. I always wanted a Wingmaster. I knew they were like a lot better quality versus the standard models. When I got it, it had the synthetic fore-end, a fixed stock and a synthetic fore-end. It was painted, or actually not painted, but it was an orange furniture set. I guess it was like a, if they had an orange stock set, I guess that meant it was a non-lethal shotgun. They would only use it for non-lethal purposes. So obviously I didn't care for the color, so I got rid of it, and I was trying to go for a old school type of look. I already had this ATI top folding stock on hand. I would have liked to have the original steel 870 police stock, but they're very hard to come by, and if you could find them, they're about like $200 depending on condition. So to me, it didn't make sense to spend the money, and I already had this on hand, so that's what I opted for, to put this on there. Kind of gives it that Terminator shotgun look in a way. I still need to get an extension tube for it to be flush. This is a 20-inch barrel. They had 18-inch barrel versions too, but I decided to go for the little extra length and get a little extra capacity. So, but anyways, yeah, it's a real nice shotgun. Obviously, it's not in really good shape. It's got some wear and tear, but as far as the inside, the bore, it was absolutely beautiful. It looks like it barely even been shot. Obviously, it does have pitting, unfortunately, but it's not a big deal. So that's why when I ordered this wood fore-end, I made sure it had a little wear to it, so that way it gives it a more authentic look, like it was original to the gun, but of course it wasn't. Yeah, this is an older one. I found out it was made in 1970, in May of 70, and obviously these ones have the steel or aluminum trigger guard versus the polymer. So yeah, it's a really smooth gun. I did polish the bolt. The elevator for the shell elevator was polished, but the let me try to close this more in here real quick. But the bolt was not polished. It was kind of like glued, and then it had some wear to it, so I just took it off and just polished it up a little bit, kind of give it that Wingmaster look, because the Wingmasters normally have like more of a polished bolt. So it's not like a mirror finish, but it's you know, I didn't want to make it too bright, you know, so I think it looks good in person. Kind of blends in real nicely. So yeah, that's it. I did have problems attaching the stock to this, unfortunately. I don't know if maybe since this gun was so old, the newer 870s had a different thread pitch, but I actually had to get a different thread, or I'm sorry, a different bolt with the correct thread pitch for this, and I actually had to cut it down a little bit. And unfortunately, I couldn't find one with the like an Allen key for the head. It was only an actual hexagonal, like a bolt, and I couldn't get a socket in the back. So what I ended up doing was chopping the head off with one of the bolts, and then TIG welding it to the other bolt with the threads on it, and ended up working out pretty good. So it was unfortunate, but they came with 3 bolts for the stock set, and all 3 of them didn't work for the thread pitch on the shotgun. So I had to do a little tinkering and DIY to make it work, but it works and it's rock solid. One thing I did notice I'm definitely probably going to do, flip it over here. I am going to try to relieve this a little bit, slightly contour it, because I noticed during shooting this definitely gets into, as you can kind of see, it definitely digs into your thumb right here, and it doesn't feel too good. So I'm definitely going to relieve this a little bit down the road, just a little bit, you know, just to give it a little contour, and so that way, you know, it doesn't hurt as bad. And this was relieved like a long time ago when I had my old 870, which I don't have anymore, and I had a shot shell carrier on the side, and with this folded on top, it wouldn't actually be able to fold because it interfered, so I had to relieve that. So, but with this gun, I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not going to put any shell holders. I'm going to kind of keep it like kind of old school police type. You know, they didn't really have those, you know, at the time. So I'm just going to just stick with these. And I think between, you know, the gun and right here, 5 here, I think that's plenty enough for a home defense situation. So I am going to, like I said, going to do a +3 extension tube. It should hopefully fit flush, and should give me a capacity of 7, maybe 8 actually. I think maybe 7 + 1. I'm not sure. So that's the plan. So I'm just going to keep it basic and do the extension tube and some sort of way to mount a flashlight, and other than that, that's it. I'm not going to do anything to this gun. And of course, like I said, relieve this a little bit. But that's it. You know, I mean, if this gun was in nicer shape and was like in like almost mint shape or whatever, I would have refinished this forend. But I'm just going to leave it, you know, kind of worn look. So, but yeah, other than that, I really like this old school look, and you know, it's a pretty nice gun, especially for the money that they had it for. They had it for like $220. So that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to comment, and thanks for watching.